It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Peace. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's a heat. And you'll race it to the house.
start from this offense. What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He's on the loose. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way.
I do that when I enter the party, man.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
I thought with it.
Set up on the outside, and that's a live ball.
60-point guard.
Defensive coordinators always preach.
I got defense though, so.
Batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the
Oh,
ball
man.
barrier. And boy, they did it right there.
Probably still last.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This guy shot out of the cannon, 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the
I'm also going to make a 7-4 in the lockdown.
This offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. The Gators send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Overton. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in.
He lost one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Sends it back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for space, it's Kane. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking deep. He's got it down the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Overton. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Overton. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Gator. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
They're testing the right side here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. turn to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping your run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Back open in the middle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw. It's Overton. Got a man. It's Kane. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take it.
And he's still running after the move. The 20, 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Bulldozes his way through. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little moment.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Play action on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Running to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. The tag. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll snap want this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Overton. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to work it to the 39-yard line.
Nah, I was on the phone. I didn't know that was name was on.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising.
Yeah, it was just of course. As soon as I get on the game, motherfucker want me to do something.
The entire country, they just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they've been able.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Just a small
I throw a pick.
as they have it now at the 45.
Yeah, I throw a pick. Yeah.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dennis. Oh, he's got some space.
Oh.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big catch and run on that one.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire.
They would not let him go.
Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, South Carolina. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Oh, I throw around.
Fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And now the
What the fuck?
And they scoop it up in the end zone. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. I guess it could have been worse, but as it is,
Yeah, excited like this nigga's going to win.
Defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air, it's Overton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder.
He's going to fire deep. Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
What the fuck?
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He'll set up the throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
This is what can happen at times.
I don't
You
know
get the
why.
snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Overton. And his throw is incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Tosses to the quarterback.
What the fuck?
Grabbed on the outside, it's Kane.
I love coaches that have fun and take risks and drop the flea flicker, whether it's in high school, pee-wee football, or college football. This is a play that works. Nice job by the quarterback and the running back on their exchange, and the receiver did a great job selling the stop clock before getting behind the DB. Beautiful work.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Pringle. And he's dragged down. So the final period starts with a second down play. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, going up top. And
what the hell?
A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get.
Bro.
See, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
I'm not going to leave, bro. It's fine.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout ball, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Going up top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. The football had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peace. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It would not let me cut in.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators are in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Hey, okay.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. The give, and tick, 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 tick. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Here's the handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping
Yeah, I don't like
to
this
save
game.
as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Golden. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the D
That's
chooses
the
to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters,
I
regardless.
seen him. This quarterback ain't the greatest.
Bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands. It's
What the hell?
defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The these crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. They'll get me a few first downs. This one's over.
First snap of this drive.
Can't pause it?
41.
Wow.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races to the right.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right.